Hi, welcome to the quiz. You can answer along on quizalto.com, all for free. The exact URL of this quiz will be in the notes down below. Let's get started, good luck. What is a common use case for client VPN in AWS? Utilizing AI and machine learning services. Hosting public-facing websites. Securely accessing AWS resources from remote locations. Running batch processing jobs. Client VPN in AWS is commonly used for securely accessing AWS resources from remote locations, providing a secure connection for individual users to connect to the AWS environment. What is a benefit of using AWS VPN to secure data transfer over the public internet? Faster network speeds. Encryption of data in transit. Increased data capacity. Lower latency. AWS VPN provides encryption of data in transit over the public internet, ensuring that data transfer between on-premises networks and AWS is secure and protected from potential threats. What is the advantage of using SSL/TLS VPN over traditional IPsec VPN? No encryption overhead. Higher network speed. Ease of configuration and availability of client software. Lower cost. SSL/TLS VPN offers the advantage of ease of configuration and the availability of client software across multiple devices, providing a more user-friendly experience compared to traditional IPsec VPN configurations. What is the maximum transmission speed supported by AWS VPN? 1.25 gigabits per second. 5 gigabits per second. 50 gigabits per second. 10 gigabits per second. AWS VPN supports a maximum transmission speed of 1.25 gigabits per second, ensuring fast and secure data transfer between on-premises networks and AWS. What is the responsibility of the customer when using AWS VPN? Providing physical security for AWS data centers. Optimizing database performance. Monitoring AWS service availability. Managing VPN configurations and keys. Customers are responsible for managing their VPN configurations and keys when using AWS VPN, ensuring secure and controlled access to their resources on the AWS network. What is the purpose of AWS VPN access control lists? To define rules for controlling inbound and outbound traffic for VPN connections. To limit the bandwidth usage of VPN connections. To restrict user access to VPN resources. To automatically manage VPN server configurations. AWS VPN access control lists are used to define rules for controlling inbound and outbound traffic for VPN connections, allowing users to customize network access based on specific requirements and security policies. What is AWS VPN site-to-site used for in the context of network connectivity? Managing access control policies. Connecting your on-premises network to your AWS VPCs. Optimizing database performance. Hosting a public-facing website. AWS VPN site-to-site is used for connecting your on-premises network to your AWS VPCs, enabling secure communication and data transmission between the two environments. What is required to establish a VPN connection from an AWS VPC to an on-premises network? Elastic IP address and Internet Gateway. S3 bucket and IAM role. NAT gateway and security group. A virtual private gateway and a customer gateway. To establish a VPN connection from an AWS VPC to an on-premises network, a virtual private gateway in the VPC and a customer gateway representing the on-premises network are required to create a secure communication link. What is the advantage of using AWS VPN over traditional hardware VPN appliances? Limited security features. Scalability and flexibility in managing VPN connections. Slower data transmission speeds. Higher cost for deployment. One advantage of using AWS VPN over traditional hardware VPN appliances is the scalability and flexibility it offers in managing VPN connections, allowing for easy scaling and configuration changes as needed. What is the purpose of AWS site-to-site VPN tunnels? To automate resource scaling in AWS. To provide secure connections between AWS VPCs and on-premises networks. To enable cross-region replication for data. To monitor network performance. AWS site-to-site VPN tunnels are used to provide secure connections between AWS VPCs and on-premises networks, ensuring data transfer is encrypted and secure. What is the advantage of using AWS VPN to establish secure connections? Reduce encryption overhead. Optimize network performance. Increase latency for data transmission. Securely connect your VPCs and on-premises networks. The advantage of using AWS VPN is the ability to securely connect your VPCs and on-premises networks, ensuring that data is transmitted securely over the internet without compromising security. What is the AWS Managed VPN service used for? To enable secure connectivity between AWS and on-premises networks. To connect multiple AWS VPCs within the same region. To manage virtual private servers in AWS. To provide VPN services to individual users. AWS Managed VPN is used to enable secure and encrypted connectivity between AWS and on-premises networks for secure data transfer. What is the benefit of using VPN connections within AWS Virtual Private Cloud? Limit scalability for VPC resources. Increase data encryption overhead. Securely connect your instances in the VPC to your on-premises network. Optimize public access to VPC resources. Using VPN connections within an AWS Virtual Private Cloud allows for securely connecting instances in the VPC to your on-premises network, ensuring secure communication between both environments. What is the advantage of using AWS VPN to extend on-premises networks to the cloud? Higher database performance. Enhanced security and connectivity. Lower data storage costs. Faster access to AWS services. Using AWS VPN to extend on-premises networks to the cloud provides enhanced security and connectivity, ensuring that on-premises resources can securely communicate with AWS services in the cloud. What is required to establish a VPN connection to an AWS VPC? A customer gateway and a virtual private gateway. AWS Lambda function. CloudFront distribution and Route 53 DNS. IAM role with VPN access. To establish a VPN connection to an AWS VPC, a customer gateway representing the on-premises network and a virtual private gateway within the VPC are required to create a secure connection between the two environments. What is a potential challenge when managing AWS VPN configuration settings? Limited control over VPN encryption algorithms. Maintaining consistency across multiple VPN connections. Single point of failure for VPN connections. Automatic configuration updates without user intervention. A potential challenge when managing AWS VPN configuration settings is maintaining consistency across multiple VPN connections, ensuring all settings are aligned to maintain security and performance. What is a limitation of AWS VPN routing configurations? May not support dynamic routing protocols for VPN connections. Does not allow for custom route prioritization. Provides limited encryption options for data transfer. Requires manual configuration for each VPN connection. A limitation of AWS VPN routing configurations is that it may not support dynamic routing protocols for VPN connections, limiting the flexibility in adjusting network routes based on changing traffic patterns. What is a potential drawback of using AWS VPN with third-party VPN solutions? Improved resilience and redundancy. Lower cost of ownership for VPN services. Compatibility issues between different VPN technologies. Increased network performance overall. When using AWS VPN with third-party VPN solutions, potential compatibility issues may arise between different VPN technologies, requiring additional configuration and troubleshooting. What is the role of the IP subnet in an AWS VPN connection? Manage DNS settings. Optimize storage costs in EC2 instances. Enable multi-region replication. Define the IP address range for your VPC. The IP subnet in an AWS VPN connection is used to define the IP address range for your VPC, ensuring that the VPN connection is established within the specified IP range for secure communication. What is the role of the VPN connection in AWS VPN services? Regulating IAM permissions. Monitoring network traffic. Optimizing storage costs. Establishing secure communication between on-premises networks and AWS resources. The VPN connection in AWS VPN services is responsible for establishing secure communication between on-premises networks and AWS resources, ensuring that data transfer is encrypted and secure. What is the purpose of using AWS VPN static routing? To dynamically adjust network routes for VPN connections. To define fixed routes for VPN connections to specific destinations. To automatically scale VPN bandwidth based on traffic volume. To provide secure remote access for VPN users. AWS VPN static routing is used to define fixed routes for VPN connections to specific destinations, ensuring traffic is directed along predefined paths for predictable routing and network stability. What is the purpose of IPsec in AWS VPN connections? Providing encryption and authentication for data transmission. Managing DNS settings. Configuring IAM policies for VPN access. Optimizing storage costs for S3 buckets. IPsec in AWS VPN connections provides encryption and authentication mechanisms for securing data transmission between on-premises networks and VPCs, ensuring data privacy and integrity during communication. What is AWS Direct Connect used for in relation to VPN connections? Distributing content on a global scale. Establishing a dedicated network connection between your network and AWS. Optimizing data transfers within a VPC. Creating virtual private gateways. AWS Direct Connect is used for establishing a dedicated network connection between your network and AWS, providing a more consistent and reliable connection compared to internet-based VPN connections. What is a downside of using AWS CloudFormation for VPN connection setup? Is limited to a specific geographical region. Provides limited control over VPN configurations. Requires knowledge of JSON or YAML templates. Increases network latency for VPN connections. A downside of using AWS CloudFormation for VPN connection setup is that it requires knowledge of JSON or YAML templates to define the configurations, which may be a barrier for users without experience in these languages. What is the benefit of using VPN monitoring in AWS VPN services? Managing IAM roles. Identifying network performance issues. Reducing storage costs. Optimizing CPU usage. VPN monitoring in AWS VPN services helps identify network performance issues, allowing for quick troubleshooting and ensuring a stable and secure network connection between on-premises networks and AWS resources. And that's a wrap. Thanks to everyone who participated. Remember, you can answer along on quizalto.com, where you can keep track of your progress and find much more quizzes. We hope you had a fun and challenging time. Until next time. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel for more. Hit the bell icon to be notified as soon as we upload. Please leave a comment if you have any thoughts or suggestions, and, if you think this video is worth sharing with someone who could benefit from it, please forward a link to them. See you next time. Thanks for watching.